Yay.
Yay! Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Happy Saturday. Thank
Yeah,
you for joining us.
a little
Oh,
bit of a different day. Appreciate it.
yes. I know it is not Sunday. It is not our usual day, but we have a very good reason why we're here a day early, and I'm sure Carly will share that with us
Yes.
real soon. But for those of you who did make it, and there's a few of you out there, hey, so we've got Evan's Disney Movie Media 2022. That's a very long name.
A lot.
But he's excited for some announcements, and we definitely have some announcements to talk about today. Our good friend Michael, thank you for joining us.
Whoop. Hey,
Um,
Michael.
and yes, we gave you a shout out on Twitter. We wanted to make sure you didn't miss today's show. So thank you for joining us, Michael. Derek's Corner got Blossom and Terry back again. Good to see you as always. Eric has been sending me some great
Oh,
details about some new popcorn buckets that we've
yes.
been seeing popping up at the Universal parks.
They've been epic. I need a few. I want to use them as purses. They're massive.
And Vince Lamb is here to remind us that today is National Gummy Bear Day and World Snake Day.
Ooh.
But it's also National Ice Cream Day and World Emoji Day. It's a lot of days. Who
Yeah.
decides all these days? Is there a committee somewhere?
Very.
And John Self popping in. Thank you very much. I hope you are having a better day, John. Um, what else we got? We got Brian Sager telling us we've got info from DLP, Disneyland Paris president Natasha Rafinsky, that Frozen is the next phase of expansion. Finally,
Yes.
we know that they were planning after the Avengers campus in Paris to do Frozen and Star Wars, and I guess Frozen is up first. Good to know. Eric's headed on over to Magic Mountain to ride the new Wonder Woman ride. That is the new RMC Raptor single rail, and that is one crazy looking coaster. So we definitely want a report on
Yes.
that.
I've seen some really cool on rides. It looks wild.
Well, Host is Home wants to wish you a happy birthday, Carly.
Thank you. It's tomorrow. Celebrating.
One day early.
Yes.
And my mom is there. Hi, Mom. Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you too. All right. Well, we've got a good number of
Yes.
people in the chat. So we might as well just go ahead and do this thing.
Let's do it.
And let's launch it in 3, 2, 1.
Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding.
Welcome to the Attractions Podcast. You are all clear for dispatch. Have fun.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 148 of the Attractions Podcast. I'm Seth.
I'm Carly.
And we are here again to talk to you about the latest and greatest in theme park news and more, as well as what's going on with our own lives. And we are here on a Saturday instead of a Sunday because Carly's got some very exciting things going on this week. Carly, where are you off to for your birthday tomorrow?
Yes, so I am actually off to France to visit Disneyland Paris and the opening of their Avengers campus.
Oui, I am très jelly.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm sure a lot of people have been following along with the coverage from the preview that they just hosted. It looks epic. And if you've been to the one at Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, this is like next level. Everything they should have done, they did here in Paris. So I cannot wait to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, well, you're going to get to ride the Web Slingers ride in French, so you get to see what Tom Holland sounds like with a French accent.
Ooh, yes.
And they have a Iron Man and Captain Marvel roller coaster. They've re-themed their rock and roller coaster, so that looks like fun. And I noticed that it looks like they've got some more food options. They've got
Yeah.
a Pim buffet over there, and a Stark eatery, and some other food options look really good.
Yeah, they have a lot of options. I actually have reservation for Pims. So there, unlike Disney, where it's quick service here, over there, it is a full buffet. So it's they do a lot of the meals in Paris at the parks is all you can eat or it's a set menu. So I will be doing that and I'm writing a review of it. So I'm excited to compare it. They have a massive pretzel, which I love pretzels. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Yes. Well, I'm kind of excited that anything has happened to that studios park, because I remember when I visited Disneyland Paris, I thought that the Disneyland park there was probably the most beautiful Disney park
Mhm.
I've ever visited, and the studios park was the ugliest Disney park I'd ever visited. So it definitely needed a glow up.
It did. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because there's some excellent rides. I love Crush's Coaster. You've been there. It's
Oh
a
yeah, yeah.
spinning
Great
one.
spinning coaster. Some really fun, unique attractions in that park.
Right,
Some good
and Tower
shows
of
and
Terror is a different story. The little
Mhm.
girl is the star of it. So there's some great parks there, but yeah, it is a weird park.
Well, I definitely will not be joining you in Paris.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I am still, I'd say about 95% recovered from my COVID experience.
oh,
I've still been lying low. Unfortunately, just as I was feeling better, my wife got it.
no.
So we've been staying quiet and chilling with the cats at home. But I did make one trip outside the house this week. I did get to go to the 10th anniversary of the very first Wawa ever built in
I
Florida.
saw
The
that.
only thing I love more than theme parks is great East Coast convenience stores, and there's
Yes.
nothing better than a Wawa hoagie and a Wawa pretzel. And they had a big 10th anniversary celebration with the mascot, the big Wawa goose there, and tons of people celebrating. Got some free T-shirts and swag. So that was definitely a good time.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a shorty. Nothing like
Nothing like a shorty. Absolutely. All right. Well, we are just going to jump now right into our news in the queue. All right, our first two pieces of news are going to cause some sadness among Disney fans out there. First up, two Disneyland nighttime spectaculars are ending on September 1st, and this is frustrating for me because I did not get a chance to see either the Main Street Electrical Parade for its 75th return to Disneyland Park, or the return of the Disneyland Forever fireworks. They both came back for the summer, but they are glowing away once again as of September 1st.
Right. And this is just such a bummer because, like me, so many people were coming in for D23, which is the weekend after. I wish that they just kept it maybe till mid September so that everyone that's maybe making their once a year pilgrimage to Disneyland would get to see it. So it's definitely the timing is unfortunate. I don't know what the
Yeah.
choice was that.
Uh, I gotta think it's about staffing and profits and all of that. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't make sense, especially since when making this announcement, they are promoting the fact that they have a special California resident ticket that goes through September 15th. So you'd think you'd at least want to run it
Right.
until then. But September 1st is going to be your last chance to see the classic Main Street Electrical Parade with its new 50th anniversary finale floats, or to pick up some of that specialty food and popcorn buckets that
Yes.
they had. Some fun-looking collectibles that I'm sure will be even more expensive on eBay after
Yes.
this is over. And Disneyland Forever fireworks, again, those going away. Most likely, we're going to see the Mickey's Mix Magic projection shows replacing those full-time, at least until the next big season where they bring back a big fireworks show. But you can rest easy. World of Color and Fantasmic are both sticking around long term, so you will still both be able to enjoy those. But it's your last chance. If you have an annual pass and you can actually get a reservation for the park, use it now.
Right.
See
Yeah.
these while you still can.
And we're still waiting on renewals because I am a Magic Key holder and I check every single day. There is no word on the
Nope.
renewal. So we'll
Nope.
keep a
Yeah,
lookout too.
I actually on my last trip bought a Magic Key Pass that I have been completely unable to use even once since I got it. So, and on the East Coast, another iconic Disney element is going away. The Walt Disney World Tower of Terror billboard has been demolished. This came to a shock for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people driving into Walt Disney World, seeing those billboards is a big indication that your vacation is starting. And one of the most recognizable ones was the large one on Disney property for the Tower of Terror attraction at the Disney Hollywood Studios. The paint is badly faded. The animated elevator car on it stopped working, you know, years ago, but it was still, you know, a big signpost. Now it's gone.
Right. Yeah. And I saw, I believe, former Imagineer Jim Schull tweeted that he was part of this, and he said there was no intention of this ever staying up for this long, especially. So this was essentially just a promo that kind of took a life of its own that people loved, and they just kept up. So
it is shocking how many things at Walt Disney World that we or people consider iconic or never intended to be long-term land parks. I'm thinking specifically of the Sorcerer's Hat that was supposed to be in the studios for a year and then ended up sticking around for most of a decade, or the big wand that had been attached to the ball in Epcot. You know, these things get thrown up for a promotion, and then, you know, they've never budget for taking them back down, so they wind up sticking around a lot longer than intended.
Right, and if people love it, what's the rush? But this definitely was fading.
Yeah, this was in rough shape. Now it is just a pile of rubble. They are not putting up anything to replace it other than some landscaping. But don't worry, this does not mean that the Tower of Terror itself is going anywhere. Disney confirmed to the Orlando Sentinel that this does not say anything about the ride itself. This is just a piece of merchandise or marketing that needed to go. But we wish it well in that great big graveyard in the sky.
Yes.
Next up, for some more positive Disney news, the Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic is coming back, and it is going to feature premium events, including an all-new VIP champagne and dessert party, and the return of the Master Sommelier led grand tasting.
Yes, this is a wonderful event. I was able to go one year. It is absolutely incredible. If you love Food and Wine Fest at Epcot, this is like next level Food and Wine Fest. You pay one price and you can eat everything. And usually Todd English is there because he has that restaurant at the Dolphin. So this is a wonderful event. And now that they have the view, which is the 15th floor of the brand new Swan Reserve, which is this beautiful event space that they're using for weddings. It has like dramatic views of everything. You know, you could see Epcot fireworks, you could see Hollywood Studios fireworks. So this is going to be like the perfect venue to host a premium event.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is happening on November 11th and 12th of this year. These, like you said, these new premium events are being held at the Swan Reserve, which was originally supposed to be called the Cove. Some people probably still have that name in their head. Yes. But they have this amazing private event space where you will be able to attend a VIP champagne and dessert party that's going to include unlimited drinks and desserts. That's happening on the 12th from 8:30 to 10 p.m. And that's pretty reasonably priced, $150 per person for unlimited drinks and desserts and that amazing view. But the one that I would attend if I could, it would be the grand tasting that's happening from 2 to 5 on November 12th. This one's a little pricey. We're talking Victoria and Albert kind of prices. Yeah. This is $395 per person. But you get to have a custom chef's table menu from executive chef Dan Herman, who leads the resort's culinary team. You get to have a champagne reception and 3 flights of top flight wine curated by sommelier John Blazin. It is going to be an out of this world experience, and you know, tickets are very limited for this. So you are going to want to jump on over to Swan Dolphin Food or Wine Classic.com if you want to buy those tickets, because they are going to go quick. All right, next up, we were mentioning at the top of the show how excited you are for D23, and I think this is one of the things that you're probably going to be excited to attend. Derezzed, a Tron 40th anniversary dance party tickets are now available for San Diego Comic-Con, which is going to
Very soon,
include
yeah.
DJ sets from Jason Bentley, who worked on the soundtrack for Tron Legacy, and DJ Curion.
Yeah, this looks really cool. It's coming up quickly because Comic-Con is later on this month. This will be taking place on Friday, July 22nd from 7:30 to 11 p.m. at the House of Blues Music Hall in San Diego. So this looks
Yeah.
like a fun event. Obviously, there's a lot of crossover between Disney fandom and Comic-Con fans. So I think this is a perfect setting for this type of event.
Yeah, and just to clarify, in case I confused you, this is an event that's sponsored by D23. It's not actually at the D23 Expo. That's happening a little later. But this is, like you said, just about a week away on July 22nd. And like I said, DJ Jason Bentley, he worked on the Matrix trilogy. He worked on Top Gun Maverick. Most importantly, he worked on the soundtrack for Tron Legacy. Tron was a big part of my childhood, and Tron Legacy. I remember going to those Tron parties that they had at California Adventure, and I've kind of outgrown my rave days, but those were a lot of fun. If you attend this event, you get a free beer or wine, you get light snacks. You get a light band, and you get a commemorative gift on your way out. And it's if you're a D23 Gold member, it only costs $45 to attend.
I feel like that's a pretty fair price. I'm getting a lot of vibes, like you said, at California Adventure, the Tron parties, the Mad
I
Tea
miss
party. Oh, those were the best. It's such a waste of space now that they don't utilize that part of the park. So this is kind of, getting me a little throwback here.
And as Brian points out, this would be a perfect time to maybe announce when Tron's going to open.
Maybe.
I don't see it opening until at least this fall or this Christmas, but we can always have our fingers crossed for an announcement soon.
Yes.
All right, so if you are interested in attending this, you can pick up tickets at tickets.d23.com. Next up, something a little more kids friendly.
Yes.
Sesame Place in Pennsylvania is welcoming Elmo's puppy Tango. As of last week, July 12th, Elmo's new adopted puppy Tango has joined the family at Sesame Place near Philadelphia.
Yes, this is so cute. They've been kind of teasing it along social media for the last few weeks. So now officially Tango is here. I haven't been to Sesame Place in years, but it is adorable, kid-focused theme park, all dedicated to, the beloved series.
Yeah. We have Sesame Place out in California now, and we have a Sesame area in SeaWorld here in Orlando, but Sesame Place in, I believe it's Langhorne, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That was the original, the first ever Sesame Street theme park, and it's also the first theme park that was recognized as a certified autism center. I personally am not familiar with Tango. Apparently, he debuted in an animated special on HBO Max back in 2021, and then joined the 52nd season of the live action show. But they had a special welcome ceremony for him on the 12th with a scavenger hunt, and now guests can see him as part of the daily Sesame Street party parade in the park. Ooh. And also have a meet and greet at Abby's Paradise Theater. And that's so if you are interested in all of this, they've got 2022 season passes available for Sesame Place. They've got a special offer that's going on until July 24th. So you can head on over to sesameplace.com to check out those details.
Yes.
I loved this place growing up. I haven't been in many years, but I would love to.
Yes, it's amazing. I love the little area in SeaWorld too in Orlando. The
yeah, so
much fun.
So well done. Yeah. And speaking of certified autism centers, Six Flags, they are increasing their dedication to diversity and inclusion by getting autism certification for all their parks and by adding new ride restraint harnesses that let more people with physical disabilities ride their rides. And I thought this was fascinating and something that maybe Universal Orlando should take a look at.
Yeah, I actually, when we were just at Holiday World, when I was going on the voyage, there was a little girl that didn't have legs, and they used one of these contraptions. So I got to see it actually take place, and it was really fascinating because, oh boy, that voyage is wild. So the way
Mm.
that they had to, it's a special mechanism that they can actually safely and securely strap them in. But I'm sure it takes a lot of training and resources to make sure that your staff is properly trained how to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And so they have done that special training. They have partnered with the International Board of Credentialing and Continuing Education Standards, the IBCCES, same organization that Legoland and Peppa
Mhm.
Pig partnered with to get their certification. And they've got this now. They've done on-site reviews of all the Six Flag parks. They've done supplemental training and gotten the certification for the entire chain. So that's a really big deal if you've got a kid with special needs and you're looking for a place that you can take them. Now you know Six Flags that they know what's going on. And
Right.
what I thought was really interesting is these custom restraint harnesses. They are available in multiple sizes. And they can assist guests with physical disabilities, including guests who have missing limbs or appendages, as long as they're at least 54 inches tall. This is a big deal. I know at Universal, you've got rides like Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket and Velocicoaster, where if you have a leg that is missing above the knee, maybe, or you don't have hands to be able to grip a restraint, each ride is slightly different, but a lot of them you simply cannot ride.
Right.
And these restraints are specifically designed to they say 98% of the rides have this and allow basically anyone to ride. And the one complaint I so often hear about from Universal is that the rides are not engineered for the whole range of body shapes and sizes that
Right.
people have. And you know, Six Flags, they partner with a lot of the same manufacturers that Universal does for building the rides. So it would be great if they could talk to them and say, "Hey, see what Six Flags is doing? We want to do that too."
Right, because you can even be, like, a really tall person and not ride
Hmm.
something at Universal. Gringotts is a good example,
Hmm.
you're tight in there, so this is wonderful, and I believe also with this specific certification that Six Flag has, it also allows you to access resources online before you visit the park, so that means
Exactly.
you could prep, which is so important if you are dealing with any sort of needs with your family, to be able to actually go into it with the knowledge and education, so there's no surprises.
Yeah, exactly. They have a website called accessibilitycard.org, and you can go there ahead of time. It's a free online program. It's also got a mobile app option. And basically, if you've ever gone to a Disney or Universal and you've tried to get a GAP card, guest assistance
Mhm.
pass, or a DAS, the disability assistance at Disney, it can be a pain. It can be frustrating. You might have to wait in a long line. You might have to talk to a guest service person who doesn't really understand your medical needs, and it can be frustrating. It can be humiliating. I've gone and with someone who's gotten it approved many times before, and then one person randomly decides today I'm not going to approve you, and
Right,
that can ruin your whole day, and you're already in the park. This lets you go through this process once with someone who is specifically trained to know what the qualifications are, and then once you get it done, you just go to the park and you don't have to deal with it. It doesn't have to take time out of your day in the park. I think 100% Disney has something like this that does not work very well. I've tried to use it and it's always booked up. You can never get in online. Everyone should adopt something like this because it's standardized. Someone knows that if they go to one Six Flags park, they can go to any Six Flags park, and it
absolutely.
would be great if that was across the whole industry, so that people could not feel like they're being jumping through different hoops. And I go to Disney one day and I get this accommodation, I get to Universal and I get something different. It would be nice if people were able to rely on some more consistency.
Absolutely. I mean, Universal's is like a sheet of paper that's handwritten. We need to get this system a little bit more up to date.
Mhm.
And if Six Flags is doing it, then there's really no reason.
Exactly, yes, Six Flags has, you know we kind of make fun sometimes of, they're an amusement park, they're not a theme park. You just go there for the iron rides and not the
Mhm.
the culture or whatever. But over the years, they implemented things like Flash Pass, the Acesso passes a lot before other people. They've done a lot of innovative things over the years that they should get some recognition for.
Yes.
So good for you, Six Flags. Uh, and another park that is great about accessibility, like I mentioned, is Legoland. And all three Legoland US resorts are going to be celebrating Halloween this year with a Lego Monster Party, which is brand new for their California, Florida, and New York attractions.
Yes, this is great because so often we're talking about Halloween haunt events for adults. We're talking
Mhm.
about hard ticket events, even Disney, hard ticket if you want to get your kids in the action. But this is completely included with regular Legoland admission, and it's for kids.
Absolutely. Yeah. So they have been doing brick or treat celebrations for years now with trick or treat and roaming characters and special shows. This year they have added an exclusive new 4D movie called The Great Monster Chase. And they are theming the front of the parks to Monster Street with decor and roaming entertainment like stilt walkers. There's going to be a dance party, a very important monsters dance party, of course, and lots of other great stuff, all, like you said, included with your general admission.
Yes, I'm mostly interested in meeting the members of Lego Monsters of Rock. So you have a monster rocker, a zombie cheerleader, and a tiger woman. So this looks really fun.
Yes, and what I am interested in is they are transforming their Dragon Coaster, which is one of their iconic rides there, into the Disco Dragon Coaster by adding a groovy monster soundtrack and disco party lights. This is the first time I think that they've done a seasonal overlay on one
Oh,
of their major rides, so that's pretty nifty.
that's one of my favorite coasters there. So I
Yeah,
think there'll
yeah,
be
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And if you want to check out these celebrations, they're happening at the California Legoland Saturdays only from the 17th of September through October 29th. In Florida, it's weekends from the 24th through October 30th. And Legoland New York is doing weekends in October, starting on the 1st through the 30th. Okay, and we keep hitting Pennsylvania.
yes.
Hershey Park is adding haunted houses and scare zones for the first time ever to its expanded Dark Nights Halloween event, and this is going to be fun.
Yes.
I love Hershey Park. I know you do too. I
Mhm.
love them after dark. They've been doing Sweet Night Christmas events for years and years, and now they are upping their ante with Dark Nights that is going to bring 4 haunted houses plus scare zones to their park for the first time.
Yes, I'm so excited. This is a hard ticket add-on, so it's not included with your regular season pass. It's not included with your day ticket, but they have been doing really cool social media teasers, video work. It's like Universal Halloween Horror Nights level. And so
Mhm.
there's 4 houses, and there is a haunted coal mine, which sounds amazing. The Descent, which is going to be kind of what happens in the underground tunnels below the town of Hershey Park.
Mhm.
Creature Chaos with Professor Darkstone as he puts you against Pennsylvania's most fearful creatures, and Twisted Darkness, which is going to be based on a sounds like a weird fortune teller. So
Yeah.
really legit.
Yeah, creative ideas, and I like that they've tied some of them into the history of the
Yes.
area,
Mhm.
Pennsylvania lore and coal mining, really give it a unique character. And like you said, check out their social media because
Mhm.
they've been putting out some really well-produced teaser videos. Um, if you want to be part of this,
Oh,
July 19th, coming up in just a couple days, they are having auditions for scare actors. And the neat thing is that they are still doing They're free, family-friendly Halloween activities in the park as part of your day admission, your regular annual pass. So they've still got the Creatures of the Night animal experiences. They're going to have the trick or treat trail and a dance party and getting to ride the roller coasters in the dark. All of that is still included. You only need to buy the special separate ticket if you want to visit the haunted houses. So I think that's kind of cool. It lets people who don't necessarily want the scares still have the traditional Hershey Halloween experience. But I think by making those haunted houses a hard ticket, that'll make sure that the lines for them probably won't be too long.
Right. And also, I know one of my friends at Hershey Park told me be on the lookout for their exclusive food and drinks that they're making for that day. So I can only imagine they are going to do some crazy chocolate concoctions or something for this. So I'm excited, and I'm going to hope to get there end of September.
So if you want more information or you want to purchase some tickets, go to hersheypark.com/darknights. All right. And next up, if you want to take home a little piece of history and you are a fan of the Kings Island Amusement Park in Mason, Ohio, you can actually now buy a souvenir slice of wood from the iconic Racer wooden roller coaster.
This is really cool. It's such a great park, Kings Island. I feel like doesn't get enough attention. Everyone thinks about Cedar Point in Ohio, and this wooden roller coaster is really cool. It's one of those dueling coasters. You're going in a little bit of a battle, and the park will be celebrating actually its 50th anniversary season this year, and the Racer went on its 108th millionth ride. That's a lot.
That is a lot of rides. And if you are a television trivia buff, one of those 108 million rides involved the Brady Bunch.
Yes.
They visited this park and rode this coaster back in the day in the 70s. This has been around since 72.
Wow.
It's even older than I am. Hard to believe. But they, obviously 50 years old. The wood cannot all be original. They've retracked it over the years, and you can buy a piece of the actual wooden structure that was replaced. It comes with a certificate of authenticity and a nano coaster kit, which is a tiny little model. It's a great little souvenir. You can assemble it yourself, and I think the price is right. It's $150.
Yes.
I think that's a good middle ground, because when it comes to collecting actual pieces of theme parks, you basically got two choices. You've either got like Disney will take apart a parade and sell you like a
Yes.
fingernail piece of plastic that's like a dot for like $20. And okay, great, it's not that expensive, but it's completely meaningless because it's just a speck of dust. Or Universal, when they had the Williams prop shop, you could go in and spend $5,000 on a poster or something. But this is a perfect middle ground. $150, that's something you can reasonably justify. I could explain to my wife why I need to spend $150 on something, not $1,000. And it would make a great
emotional
souvenir.
attachment,
Oh, absolutely.
this is meaningful, do it.
Yeah. I would. If Universal and Disney sold, if they had sold off pieces of the Dueling Dragons roller coaster like this, I would have snapped one of those up for sure. So yeah, if you are a fan of Kings Island, I'm not sure if you can buy these. Only a limited number are available for purchase, and the details are available at kingsislandgear.com. So go check that out right now if you want one. And I lost my headset. There we go. Be good if I could hear. For our very final piece of news in the queue this week, here's a weird one. Words I never thought I'd say. Spirit Halloween, the movie, is coming, and the trailer is going to premiere at the flagship store's grand opening on July 30th in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. Yes, you heard right. Spirit Halloween stores, which are best known for taking over defunct spots in your local strip mall for a few months every year, they have their own movie. And it's a real movie. that
Yeah.
stars Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future and Rachel Evan Cook and Jaden Smith,
So
actual
bizarre.
human beings, made an actual movie about Spirit Halloween stores, and it's actually coming out in actual movie theaters this actual year. I Brian, I'm right there with you. Brian is so confused. So
Yeah.
am I.
Yes, speechless. I don't know. When I read this, I was like, "Is this a joke?" No, it's not a joke.
No,
It
it's
is
a real
very
thing.
real.
It's an absolute real thing. And if you are excited about this, uh, the producer of the movie, I looked this up because I could not wrap my brain about it, and the producer of the movie actually said something that made me slightly excited for this. He
Oh,
compared it to the Monster Squad. He said the Monster
oh,
Squad was one of his favorite movies growing up as a kid and wanted to do something in that spirit. And the description also makes it sound a little Five Nights at Freddy's influenced. I guess the idea is that a bunch of teenagers decide to sneak into a Spirit Halloween store
oh.
and to stay overnight as a dare, and all of the animatronics and props come to life and try to kill them. Which I could almost get behind that.
Yeah,
But
actually sounds pretty good.
we'll see how it turns out when,
Yes.
like I said, the trailer is going to premiere on July 30th at the grand opening of the flagship Spirit Halloween store, which is Egg Harbor Township in New Jersey. And lead cast members from the movie, including Donovan Colin, Dylan Martin Frankel, and Jaden Smith, are going to attend.
Wow.
Punch it into your Google Maps now. The address is 6725 Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township. I'm sure we all know exactly where that is.
Yes, it is it's kind of a weird area, so it's like a little spooky because at night it's very dark. It's by the water, so I think it's an appropriate setting.
Yeah, this is all kicking off on 30th at 9 a.m. And if you are one of the first 200 guests to arrive, you are going to get a swag bag full of spooky gifts. Uh, they're going to run the trailer every 15 minutes, starting at 9:15 a.m. They're going to do a ribbon cutting at 10:55, and at 11 a.m. the doors open, and you can start shopping for all of your Halloween decoration needs in July, because
Yes,
that's when Halloween starts now. We start
yes.
Halloween in July. We start Christmas in August. Um, that's the way we roll. So if you want to find out more about this, spirithalloween.com is the place to go. And yes, Brian reminds us they are also going to be showing this trailer at Midsummer Scream. Yeah, I had seen that rumor. The Midsummer Scream event is coming up, I think, in a week or so. And there was a rumor it was going to premiere there as well. So to Spirit Halloween. Eventually, just every single business at your local mall is going to go bankrupt, and we will have nothing but one giant Spirit Halloween store stretching from coast to coast.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, well. So that just about brings us to the end of the news in the queue. So I think it is just about time for us to jump into our main attraction.
Bringing you your top news story of the week. Whether from your backyard or from around the world, it's time for the main attraction.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, you are excited about the D23 Expo, and we now know that Disney and Pixar are going to have a packed weekend. They are going to be teasing their new projects Elemental, Strange World, and other upcoming shows.
This is exciting.
This is the Disney D23 Expo 2022. It's happening in Anaheim this September 9th through 11th, at the Anaheim Convention Center right near Disneyland. And they have released a schedule for Pixar and Disney animation presentations. The first big one is happening on Friday, September 9th.
Yes, this looks really cool. So, Disney Animation, Pixar, and Disney Live Action will present a special look at some of the upcoming projects. So, this includes Pixar's Elemental, Strange World director Don Hale is going to talk about the film, its setting, and this is one of the ones that I think I'm going to put on my list is that I want to go to.
Yes, I'm not sure if they're going to be using a show pass system for you
Mhm.
guys or wristbands, but I'm sure you're going to want to make your plans early because the popular panels definitely fill up.
Right.
Those get packed, but I'm kind of interested to learn more about Win or Lose. This is coming from Pixar. We don't know a lot of details. We know it's a long form series, I assume on Disney Plus, and that it is going to be perspective shifting. So we'll have to find out exactly what that involves. And the other big Pixar project you mentioned, Elemental.
Mhm.
The artwork to me looks very inside out.
Yes.
And it is set in a world where the different elements, air, water, fire, and earth, are personified, and they're characters that have to live and work together. So definitely, like I said, a very inside out vibe from the artwork. And that's the Pixar side. On the Disney animation side, like you mentioned, Strange World,
Yeah.
really vibrant artwork. Kind of uh, almost surreal pinks and purples, and kind of influenced, I think, by almost like French fantasy work from the 60s and 70s. Really looks different than Disney's usual house style. So I'm curious to find out more about what that story is.
Yeah, I mean, just all of these are just so unique. And if you like some of maybe the not less, Toy Story is great and stuff, but some of the
Mm.
great movies are the ones that really make you think, and they're just a little out there. So I'm excited to hear about all these projects.
Yeah. Other projects they're going to be talking about. There is a session called Traceback that is going to explore and celebrate the work of women and people of color at Disney Animation throughout history. And they're also going to be sharing a century of storytelling with art and artifacts from the collection. That I'm sure folks from the Walt Disney Research Library have some amazing stories to
Mhm.
tell. And also, if you are a fan of Encanto, and I know a lot of folks are, the team who made that film are going to be sharing some stories and behind the scenes details.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And then, of course, there's going to be a sneak peek of Zootopia Plus, and that's going to have their directors joining in. So that's all going on Saturday. And then Sunday, which another one I'm really excited for, is the Walt Disney Animation Research Library is presenting 100 Years of Treasures. And this is going to feature never before seen footage, recording session, and live action clips.
Oh my god! I hope someone sneaks in a camera. I'm
Yes.
sure they're gonna, I'm sure someone's got to sneak out some footage from
Right.
that because I would love to see that. And I know Brian is excited about the Zootopia Plus release, but he's hoping that we hear more about the Moana series. It was supposed to come out in 2023, recently delayed until 2024. So I'm not sure how much we're gonna find out about that. But finally, there's also the show floor experience. You can get a photo op with the 6 foot tall red panda from Turning Red, and also with Buzz Lightyear and socks from Lightyear. There's going to be autograph signings, art giveaways, lots of exclusive activities throughout, and that's going to be 9 to 6 for each day of the event.
Yes, there's a lot going on, and it's mostly sold out. So Friday sold out, the full weekend sold out, and Saturday. So your only chance to go if you want to get a little taste is going to be the Sunday tickets.
Yep, and those are going to run you $99 if you're a general D23 member. If you upgrade to that gold membership, you save $10 on the admission. So woohoo!
Woohoo.
But all the details for this are, as always, at d23.com. And that just about brings us to the end of our show this week. Before I want to go, first of all, everyone wish Carly safe travels off to France and hope you get back safe and enjoy your adventures in Paris.
Yes.
And also have a great birthday.
Thank you. On a plane to Paris on my birthday. Nothing better.
Are you flying first class at least? Get some champagne?
I am not, but Air France is the
Oh,
only airline that has complimentary champagne. So
so Air France, I the last time I went to Europe, I flew Air Italia one way and Air France back, night and day.
yes.
Oh my gosh. The Air France, best food I have ever had in coach. So
Yes.
enjoy.
Thank you.
And Brian is reminding that you have to give us a review of the giant Oreo that they have at Avengers Campus. So
Yes, it's gonna
put
be
that one on the list.
crazy. Like, how they do a buffet with the large food is weird to me because I like to see I don't know how it's gonna work. So it's gonna be very, exciting. So I'll be posting all about it everywhere.
Fantastic. Well, I want to remind all of you, as always, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts. Please leave us a rating on Spotify. And if you want to follow us, you can find me, as always, at the UG series on Twitter, at the Unofficial Guides on Instagram, or purchase my books at theunofficialguides.com. If you want to find Carly, follow her adventures in Paris and around the world, where can they find you?
Yes, I am on Twitter at Carly Caramata and on Instagram at Adventures by Carly. So follow along. I'll be posting everything.
And you can find everything about Attractions Magazine at attractionsmagazine.com, at Attractions on Twitter, at Attractions Magazine on Instagram, and youtube.com/Attractions Magazine, where I forgot to mention it, but if you head over there, you can find something. I was there just on Friday and shot the premiere of Shrek and Donkey and Princess Fiona in their brand new meet and greet location at Universal Orlando. I was there for the very first day. It's a fun little meet and greet. They've moved it over into the kids zone area. And if you head to our YouTube channel, you can watch a full video of them interacting with guests. So go enjoy that for your Saturday treat. Until next week, I hope that all of you folks stay safe, try something new, but most importantly, have fun. And we will see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.